Okay, hello. Welcome to another short video installment about the Max Impact Traumatic Brain Injury Assistant that is brought to you by the Washington Department of Veterans Affairs and the Traumatic Brain Injury Council of Washington. In this short presentation, we're going to actually take a longer look at some of the tips and tricks about the app. There we go. So let's jump right in with me pointing out that little blue button at the top. It's always going to be there, and if you tap it, you're going to see this page. Bottom line, we really want to talk to you. There's never a charge. There's no need for a diagnosis or DD-214. Just get a hold of us. We're here to help. That little button does not go away because the best advice we could possibly offer anybody through this app is to reach out. Get some specific answers and guidance. We're here for you, and to make it even easier, just either tap that phone number or enter either the phone number or email on the app, and it'll send you to your phone or email account so you can get a hold of us. The next thing I want to point out is that support button on the bottom. Tap that, and you're going to see this. Basically, if you need some support, this is a good place to find it. First, there's us, which is always a good place to start, if I may say so. You can also access the provider section from here, and this section is discussed in more detail under a different video, so look for that. I do want to take just a moment to talk about the section called personal contacts, though. This section is different than other contacts that you might think of when you think of your phone. Everything seems to be all linked nowadays. You know, you can transfer your contacts, and contacts can be part of your calendar. Well, that might be helpful, but it can also be overwhelming and confusing. So we wanted to be able to offer something different. Contacts related to and only related to your TBI community. If you find yourself in a spot and you need to reach out for support to your particular support, you don't want to have to sort through a bunch of stuff. Here, now, and easy. So you start by tapping the Add a Contact button, and you're going to see that on the right. Put the information in, or better yet, have somebody else put the information in and tap Save. Then whenever you need it, tap the Personal Contact button, and you're going to see this. One tap from here, and you're calling or texting your contact. This is a great place for doctor's office numbers, traumatic brain injury support friends, those you need to call if you need support or help. This will not link to anything else in your phone or on the computer, and that's the way we wanted it. This is a spot where I know I can find support when I need it and keep it to just that. You can use it in any way that you wish to, but the idea behind this particular spot was if I was to ask you, who would you call in a crisis? The numbers would go here. The next kind of support is really important. The simple fact is that those that find themselves in a crisis, they're going to find themselves, the folks with a traumatic brain injury can find themselves in a crisis a lot easier and a lot faster than those without a traumatic brain injury. There can be times when you need somebody and you need to talk to them now. In a crisis, you can't deal with a voicemail, and oftentimes we want to talk to somebody other than our close contacts when we're in crisis. We've got you covered on a few bases here. Don't try to remember phone numbers. There's no need. They're here for you. The Veterans Crisis Line in both voice and text line is here. The National Suicide Hotline and website, and coming soon, the Washington State Text Crisis Line is going to be on this page for you. In my previous positions working in behavioral health, I can personally attest to how great these particular resources are. Crises, are never convenient or planned and will often smack you down on some random Tuesday at 2 a.m. These folks are here for you 24/7, 365 with no judgment, no cost, tremendous expertise, and even referrals should you want one. So we'd like to think that you won't ever need any of these, but we know better. So they're here. Enough said? Okay. Another thing to note is that we have an online support community dedicated to folks who want to connect with others and keep up to date with all things that are going on in Washington State and traumatic brain injury resource and IDs, etc. So you're going to find this in the support section under community, and it will actually connect you to our Facebook page. This is a closed group, so we do ask that you apply to be part of this group, and we also are going to ask you just a few questions so that we can keep the group, well, about the stuff that we want to keep it about. We would love for you to join us. It's a place to share, ask questions, and all that kind of wonderful stuff that we find when we connect with one another. The last thing I want to draw your attention to is what the IT folks call that hamburger, okay? It does, after all, look like a hamburger. So you tap that and you're going to see this. This is one more way that you can quickly access the features, and there are a few things here that might be really helpful. The first is right here. So if you tap that, the accessibility feature, you're going to end up seeing this. Every phone may be different, but every phone has some kind of accessibility feature. You need bigger buttons, you need a different color screen. Check out the features that will make your phone easier for you to use. With one tap, our app is going to take you to your phone's particular features. Our hope is that you use and explore this app, and if there's something that you can think of that can make it work better, or you've got a tip or trick that you think will make it, that will help everybody, please let us know. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, you might find its way into the next update. We really hope we've created something that is easy, useful, and fun. So thanks for watching, and that actually brings us to the end of this brief presentation. There are more presentations out there. If you want to look at more of what our app has to offer, check those out. And I appreciate and thank you for watching this one.